A peaceful morning shattered, a life abruptly ended. Today we delve into a heart-wrenching incident that occurred in London. The tranquility of a typical morning was disrupted when a 15-year-old girl, full of dreams and life, became the victim of a senseless act of violence. She was on her way to school, a route she must have taken countless times before, but this fateful day was unlike any other. In the blink of an eye, the familiar streets became the stage for a tragedy that would rock the community to its core. A stabbing incident that, sadly, is not an isolated event. It's a devastating reminder of a persisting issue plaguing our society: teenage stabbings. This young girl, who should have been worrying about exams and friendships, lost her life in an act of brutality that is difficult to comprehend. The chilling reality of this incident is a stark wake-up call to the danger lurking in our neighborhoods, often hidden in plain sight. The impact of this tragedy has been felt far beyond her immediate circle. It has sent shockwaves through the community, leaving neighbors, friends, and even strangers grappling with a mix of emotions: anger, sorrow, and fear. It has raised questions about safety, about responsibility, and about the kind of society we are living in where such acts of violence are all too common. Every life lost to such senseless violence is a tragedy, but the loss of a child, a young girl with her whole life ahead of her, is particularly devastating. Her story is not just a headline, it is a grim reality check, a reminder of the urgency with which we need to address the issue of teenage stabbings. A young life full of potential, extinguished in an instant. This is the harsh reality of teenage stabbings. As the city awoke, a tragedy unfolded on its streets. Those who witnessed it tell a tale of despair and courage. As the morning started like any other, nobody could have predicted the horrifying incident that was about to take place. As the school bell tolled, a nightmare began to unfold. Eyewitnesses recount a scene of panic and chaos as a young girl, barely in her teens, collapsed on the pavement. One eyewitness, a local shop owner, tells of the initial shock. "It was just a normal day. Kids were heading to school, then all of a sudden there was this scream. We all rushed out to see what was happening." Another witness, a mother herself, speaks of her desperate efforts to help. "I ran over to her. She was so young, just lying there. I tried to do what I could, but I just felt so helpless." The first responders were on the scene within minutes, battling against the clock to save a life slipping away. A paramedic recounts the struggle. "We did everything we could, we fought hard, but sometimes despite our best efforts we just can't change the outcome." Yet, even amidst the horror, there were glimmers of humanity. Strangers came together, providing comfort and support. A local resident shares, "People were holding hands, praying together. It was a community in the truest sense, united in a moment of crisis." The sobering reality of what had transpired began to sink in as the ambulance raced away, leaving behind a stunned community and a haunting silence. A bystander captures the sentiment. "It was surreal. One moment she was there and the next, she was gone." In the midst of chaos, a community pulled together, fighting against time and fate. In the face of unimaginable horror, they found the courage to act, to help, and to hope. That is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a spark of light in the overwhelming darkness. Justice, the beacon of hope in the wake of a tragedy. The authorities are diligently pursuing the truth. In the aftermath of such a heart-wrenching incident, the response from law enforcement has been swift and unwavering. The relentless pursuit to bring the perpetrator to justice is underway, with a suspect already under arrest. This development brings a glimmer of hope during these dark times, a promise that justice will be served. The authorities, in their commitment to uncover the truth and ensure justice, have assured the public that they are not seeking additional suspects. This assurance is a testament to their dedication and diligence in solving this case. It is a firm step towards restoring a sense of safety in the community, a stride towards healing the wounds inflicted by this tragic event. In the pursuit of justice, the wheels of law are turning relentlessly. A wave of grief washes over the community as it grapples with the loss of a young life. The echoes of laughter and the whispers of dreams unfulfilled now reverberate in the hallowed halls of her school, replaced by a deafening silence that speaks volumes. The local member of parliament steps up to the podium, the weight of the moment evident in his eyes. His words, a poignant reflection of the collective heartache, resonate with the mournful crowd. He speaks of a vibrant young girl, full of potential, whose life was tragically cut short. He urges us all to remember her not as a victim, but as a beacon of hope, a symbol of the urgent change that needs to occur. The school she attended, usually a hub of youthful energy and excitement, is steeped in sorrow. Teachers, students, and staff alike shared tearful tributes, their words painting a picture of a bright, kind-hearted young girl who was loved by all. The headmaster, his voice choked with emotion, recounts her dreams of a future that was cruelly stolen from her. He pledges that the school will honor her memory by working to ensure that this tragedy does not repeat itself. Parents in the community are left grappling with an unimaginable fear, forced to confront the unthinkable reality that it could have been their child. They hold their children tighter, their hearts heavy with the knowledge that one of their own will never come home. In the face of such a horrendous tragedy, it's the unity of the community that provides a glimmer of hope. Candlelight vigils are held, flowers and handwritten notes are left at the scene, and a sea of tear-streaked faces pay their respects. In their grief, they find strength in each other, vowing to fight for a world where no child has to fear walking to school. In unity and grief, a community stands together, mourning a life lost too soon. But in that mourning, they find a resolve, a determination to bring about the change that is so desperately needed, because her life mattered, her dreams mattered, and her loss will not be in vain. A grim shadow looms over London as the reality of teenage stabbings comes to light. This isn't an isolated incident, but a part of a larger, more alarming issue. London, known for its rich history and vibrant culture, is unfortunately also home to a growing trend of violence among teens. And it's not just about numbers, it's about lives. Young lives, full of potential, snuffed out too soon. Over the past decade, there has been a steady rise in these tragic incidents. In fact, last year alone, the capital witnessed close to 200 cases of teenage stabbings. That's more than one stabbing every other day. It's a stark reminder of the grim reality that many young individuals face on a daily basis. The reasons behind this surge in violence are complex and multifaceted, ranging from gang culture and socioeconomic factors to lack of educational opportunities and familial support. But the end result is the same. A life cut short, a family shattered, a community in mourning, a chilling reality, a persisting issue demands our immediate attention. In the face of adversity, we find strength. It's time to take a stand against youth violence. We must be the change we wish to see, fostering an environment of support, understanding, and compassion. Every one of us has a role to play, be it as simple as talking openly about the issue of teenage stabbings, to advocating for policies that keep our youth safe. We can also rally behind organizations that are out there on the front lines, tirelessly working to address youth violence. These groups provide education, mentorship, and resources for our young people, creating a positive impact in their lives. They need our support and our voice to amplify their cause. Let's not forget that knowledge is power. By educating ourselves and others about the realities of this pressing issue, we can help to dismantle the cycle of violence that has claimed far too many young lives. Together, we can pave the way for a safer tomorrow. As we remember a life lost, we are reminded of a call to action. We've journeyed through a tragic narrative today, one that has become all too common in London. A young life full of potential, cut short in a blink. This is a story that should never be normalized. It's a stark reminder of the urgent need for collective action to prevent such incidents in the future. The reality of teenage stabbings is not just a headline, it's an issue that permeates every corner of our society, leaving indelible marks on families, friends, and communities. We must rally together, not just in the aftermath of tragedy but every day, to address the root causes of youth violence and work towards solutions that ensure the safety of our young people. Change is not a solitary act, it's a collective effort. It calls for resilience, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to safeguarding our future. Our children, our teenagers, our young adults, they are not just the future, they are the present, and they deserve a present free from violence and fear. Thank you for joining us. Share this video, spread the word, and let's fight for a future free of violence.